Hello you guys, and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah, and today I'm going to be sharing 5 things that I don't buy in hopes to help you live a more minimalist lifestyle and save money in the process. Now, these specific groups of things I'll be talking about today are actually things I've never really bought. I know for some of these categories, these are different items that for some households are very commonly purchased, but I have managed to live my life just fine without it. Obviously, some of this is personal preference, but I wanted to share these in case it can be helpful to you. The first category of things that I no longer buy are different types of beverages. Honestly, I'm one of those people who usually just gets water, like if we're at a restaurant, or just prefers drinking water here at home. That's my favorite. Now, of course, there are some occasions where I do have non-water beverages. I do enjoy unsweetened almond milk. I do enjoy making smoothies. And I also like to treat myself on the weekend and have a matcha latte, which I make with matcha green tea. However, in terms of 3 main categories that a lot of Americans, and probably others as well, spend money on: coffee, soft drinks or pop, and alcohol, I never buy, and I don't think I've ever bought. From a coffee perspective, I personally just don't really like the taste, and I am someone who already is very high energy, and even though it takes me a little bit to wake up in the morning, I can't really imagine what my life would be like if I added caffeine in. Even with the matcha green tea, there is some caffeine in that, and if I have any of that too late in the day, such as 1 or 2 o'clock, I will be up until 3 or 4 a.m. with no issues and not be able to go to sleep before that. So I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine and try to avoid it. And I'm pretty appalled at how expensive coffee drinks are anyways if someone was to order them out. And I know for a lot of people that's pretty regularly. I also have never been a fan of soft drinks or pop. I genuinely don't like the carbonation, and pretty much they have no nutritional value. Even the diet beverages that have maybe 0 calories and 0 sugar have a lot of negative health effects linked to them. So it's definitely something I have no desire of getting started drinking. And then finally, alcohol. To be honest, I know very little about it, with the exception that I never want to touch it, never want to get involved with it. The extent of my experience with alcohol, when I was on a Spain study abroad trip, at the school dinner, they had a glass of red wine out, and so I stuck my tongue in it just to see what it tasted like, and I wasn't a fan. I won't go into it too much just because everyone makes their own choices and I'm not trying to push my beliefs on you. Personally, I do have really an immense hatred towards alcohol in the industry. I just feel like in my life I want to support things that help people, and sadly, alcohol is responsible for so many deaths, so much destruction in families and beyond. And I know personally I'm very against alcohol and any type of drug just because I love the state of me being fully in control and living my life fully, and I don't want to take something that will impair me and prevent me from being me. So that's an overview of 3 types of beverages I avoid, and this helps us save so much money. Next up would be spa treatments and other related things. I do consider myself a very simple person, and the extent of my dollars, I guess, being spent on spa related things, I do get my hair cut once per year at the Great Clips or just a very simple budget haircut place. I always bring a coupon, so very low budget, and then the rest of the year I trim it myself. There's lots of good tutorials online if you're interested in that. I have never gotten my nails done, like manicure, pedicure. I don't do massages and those other types of spa services. I don't go get my hair colored, never done that, don't plan on it. So any of those things, personally, I just really don't care. Content with my personal appearance now and don't really have the desire to change that. And especially when I look at prices of some of these different salons and other places, choose not to spend my money in that way. Of course, if it's something that you enjoy, keep doing you, but I like to save my money for other things. Next up, purses. I do not buy purses. You'll definitely see me not matching my purse to my outfit, and that's okay with me. In terms of my everyday purse, I've actually been using one that was given to me by my mom back in 2012. This was before I went studying abroad, and it was just a basic tan bag here. I used it until it broke during the honeymoon trip Jake and I took in 2015. We did a belated honeymoon to save up money for it a year after we got married. and it broke while we were on the trip, so then I was just using a reusable bag. And then Jake's mom had a purse that she wanted to get rid of, so I was like, I'll take it. And then later on, that purse still works, and I do have it, but I actually fixed this one. It's a little silly. The strap had broken out, so I glued it, and then I've added a couple safety pins. Again, like I said, I don't really care, you know, yes, there are safety pins holding my purse strap together, but it still works, and if it does fall apart or break again, then I will switch back to the other one and probably get rid of this. But there's so many items in our lives that we might just get rid of because they break, and I really try to avoid that. I try to repair things if I can. So I haven't had to buy purses and don't really plan on doing that much in the future anytime soon. Next up is TV packages, and Jake and I both are not really huge fans of watching TV. There are a couple different shows I watch. I am a big fan of The Amazing Race, where different teams are traveling all around the world, and it probably fits into my obsession with travel, so that's definitely a show I really enjoy. I will enjoy watching Saturday Night Live, but not during the show time. We'll watch it like a different time, just because it's a little bit late. And you know, during the year there are certain other types of shows we'll watch. Sometimes I find I do watch more TV in the winter just because it's darker, you can't really go outside because it's colder, so that's sort of more of a winter thing for us, but I really have never been the person who's needed a lot of channels. Growing up, we didn't really have that many channels, and so buying an expensive TV package is something I'm not interested in. And Jake's been on the same page with me, and this helps us drastically reduce costs on our TV packages. I also do watch a lot of YouTube, so it's not to say that I'm never watching things, but I prefer mostly watching things on YouTube more, which happens to be free. And then finally, the last type of items that I don't buy are home decor items. If you saw our minimalist apartment tour a while back, I'll link that below if you're interested, you may have noticed that there's very little decor. And I might have said a comment in that video, since this was a while ago, we had just moved, that, oh yeah, eventually we might put some decor up, but to be honest, we haven't really. And I think for me, it doesn't really give me as much value as it gives other people. I can definitely objectively say, wow, that looks really nice with the decor you have. I think well put together spaces do look beautiful, but to me, even if I had that, it doesn't really give me the joy that I think it gives other people. And it might just be because I feel like I'm a really simple person. I just don't really care as much about aesthetic. I'd rather have the table be completely clean than have like an artsy basket with some, I don't even really know that much about interior design or decorating, so I don't even know what would be in the basket, maybe like a plant or something. I don't really care too much. You know, likewise on the shelves, I'll happily store whatever needs to be stored there, but you're not going to find things arranged in a pattern like just so. I don't really care too much if things all match together. And so for me, just acknowledging that and knowing that I don't need to spend any of my time or financial resources trying to curate a space here with different types of home decor. Again, with this category or anything else on the list, what matters most is that you are doing what matters to you. So just because I'm choosing to live my life this way does not mean that you have to follow suit. I think as long as we are trying to live our best lives, and you know, from the minimalist perspective, our best lives with less, it enables us to live the lives that we want to and find our happiest selves, maybe save more money, all of those things. So that being said, I hope this video was helpful. I have actually done a couple other videos like this in the past, so I've put them together in a playlist that you can actually access right here. And if you're new to Abundantly Minimal and you want to have some more inspiration to live your best life with less, you can subscribe to the channel right up here. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.